How important is spiritual and yogic thinking in school education? How to implement it?
See, when we use the word spiritual, the moment you utter this, everybody has their own misconception about what it could be. So let me put it in proper perspective. You must understand, the moment you refer to somebody as spiritual, the word seeker also goes with that. You are a spiritual seeker, you are not a spiritual believer. You are referred to as a believer if you adhere to a certain religion, but you are referred to as a seeker the moment you say, I'm spiritual. A student is a seeker, isn't it? A scientist is a seeker. A teacher must become a seeker, it's very important. So spiritual process in its essence is a must for education because they have to be active seekers. Whether it is physics or chemistry or biology or spirituality, essentially it is the seeking for the truth of the matter in that particular aspect of life, isn't it? What else is education? Education is about seeking truth. Maybe not the ultimate truth, but right now what we are looking at. We want to know the truth about it. We don't want to know some rubbish about it. We don't want to believe something about it. We want to know the truth about it. If you look in a microscope, we want to know the truth about an amoeba. We don't want to believe what an amoeba is. We want to know the truth about it. So, a student is a natural seeker. A spiritual process should bring that discipline into your student. See, not to believe anything, but at the same time not to become abusive and disrespectful of things around you takes a lot of discipline. I don't believe a thing that you say, but still to listen to you takes a certain amount of discipline and culturing. This culturing is a must for a student, that every human being should learn. I don't have to believe anything that you say, but I have the necessary regard, respect and inclusiveness to sit and listen or to raise a question and object. This is something that has to come into your society if human thought process has to rise to a different level. If you abuse people, people will get restricted. If you don't question them, they will get restricted. Questioning without abuse, questioning respectfully everything that happens around us is most important, and this is the fundamental of spiritual seeking. So spiritual process is a must for any genuine student, unless you're just trying to earn a living. When I say yoga, don't think a particular system of yoga, this, that. When we say yoga, it means union. In some way, without a certain amount of union happening between the teacher and the student, how can there be education, I'm asking? Education is yoga, isn't it? I know you're referring to physical yoga, should we bend the teachers and twist the teachers? We should. It'll keep them physically limbered up. I'm saying, this is true in the eyes of a child. This is true even in your eyes, it doesn't matter what is your age. If you look at somebody walking towards you, whether they're agile and come lightly like the breeze or they waddle around, makes a difference for you or no? Your impression and your willingness to interact with that person, will it be different depending upon how their physical stature is? Yes or no? Definitely for a child it's important. Why yoga, why not some other exercise? Every other exercise largely, most of the time, needs equipment. This is a simple form. If you have a ground to stand on, you can do it. There is nothing more secular than yoga because everybody can do it wherever they are. You don't need equipment, you don't need instructors, nothing. In the beginning, if you just learn for a week, you can do it by yourself. So in rural schools, a large part of India is still impoverished, all right? It's very important we bring yoga to bring health, well-being, mental agility, everything. I got into yoga for all the wrong reasons, but it worked miraculously well for me, because that is the beauty of this existence. Whatever your intention, if you do the right thing, right things will happen to you. So, the science of yoga is about understanding the body and the mind and how we can get the best out of it, so that your body and your mind does not become an impediment, but they're wonderful stepping stones in your life. Tell me, right now your back is aching, you're sitting like this, a child comes bubbling with enthusiasm, poda. Yes or no? Because a child's enthusiasm and effervescence is such, you need the energy of 10 people in you to handle a child. Yes or no? You need the energy and effervescence of 10 people if you want to handle children in a healthy manner, otherwise put them down. That is what will happen. This is not just in school, even at homes it's happening because the parents don't have the energy to manage the child. They just reproduce, but after that they find they don't have the energy to manage a child because he's all over the place. When you have 100 children on your hand, you better be super energetic. For this you need yoga for sure.